There was another moment when my dad was taking me to West African drum circles. He would just drop me off and let me play. And the first one I went to, the very first one that he took me and dropped me off, was arranged by the Peabody, with a bunch of, you know, Senegalese, Moroccan drummers hanging out. There was a circle of about 40 people, right? And I was playing one of the drums that I had gotten a drum, and then some kids had broke it. So then I was playing another drum that an old woman had let me play. And there was a Senegalese man going around and showing everybody these patterns to play, right? And he came to me, and I was just riffing, because I could feel the pattern. I could feel the ups and downs and everything. I was just riffing on it. I was doing a set, for sure, but I was riffing. And he was about to tell me something, like play this pattern, and he listened, and he grabbed me by the arm, like literally, he grabbed me by the arm and said to me, he's like, "You're supposed to lead. You're supposed to lead. Come here, come here." And he pulled me into the middle, and in those really big circles, you play a tire, like a car tire, with an Allen wrench. So you get like these high-pitched tones, like ting, 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 stuff like that. And I played. And he actually took, who was his friend, he was like about a 40-year-old man. He was like, "No, get off, get off." And the man was like, "What?" He was like, "No, let him play, let him play." And I played, and I led, and I held it. I was like 11. And I held it, I played it, ding, 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 ding. And I could remember hearing the cacophony of all the different drummers not listening to each other at all, just like all of a sudden stunned that I was there in the middle, doing it. They're like, him. I remember there was this older white kid who was a Boy Scout who was playing a snare drum. I could see the anger come over his face. He was like, "Wait, you have it?" Because he'd been trying all day and just could not catch the beat. He just couldn't. It was just like funny to watch. He just couldn't do it. And I was sitting there leading this, and I saw him become wrathfully mad, like vile bile coming out of his brain towards me through his eyes. And I was like, "Oh my God, that guy's angry," you know. And then I played for a while, and then after about 10 minutes or so, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And so I handed the Allen wrench back to the 40-year-old drummer, and he smiled. He was like, "Wow, that's really cool." And then I sat down, and somebody else handed me a drum in another section of it, and then this very, very old white man, who was maybe about 55, 60, was sitting next to me, and I started playing again, and he looked at me and he said, "You can just do it, can't you?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I have to study these patterns. You just know them.